Yo, I'm back. Just in case you couldn't tell by the game being played and you already being on this video. I have returned to this game. We're gonna put an end to it, I hope. Goodness, please, just play. Why are you lagging up? Anywho, aw, flip. Usually, I'd like to have to fight monsters, but I kind of want to just get to the end of this. I'm sorry, I'm trying to figure out buttons again. You play Power Rangers for one day, and now you can't play this anymore. Then as if to make sure that I had to play this crap, a Power Rangers game stopped working. So annoying.
In an instant! Impact cross! Can you take it?
All I wanted to do was get some new DLC from a Power Ranger game, and then it was like, oh, you've installed new DLC? Game no longer works. So it's whatever.
Weapon crafting material.
Now I no longer care what the map looked like. There's some items over here. I guess I could pick that. Oh, this monster's. Never mind. I don't even want it. Flip, man. Holding the run button barely makes you move any faster. You don't ever notice this junk until you want to get somewhere. Then it's like, flip, I'm slow. It's like that dang clip from Quantum Leap where it's like, I'm retarded? Flip. That's not what I want to do. Let's edit. There we go. Switch that back to alpha. I was gonna say, just keep on running. Try and keep up with me. I'm getting up out of here. I don't care how dope the music is here. I need to go. This place sucks.
What the? When did it get pitch dark all of a sudden?
The lights are all out. Think it has something to do with the explosion back in the Forbidden Zone? Doe?
You two. Faria, Avakir. Thank goodness you're safe.
Avakir filled me in about everything. About how I ambushed you all.
She doesn't remember a thing, so she really was being controlled.
He told me about Tarnigan, too. Is it true?
What difference does it make? What's done is done.
Stop casting me off, just for once!
Faria, not now. It can wait. Dohalim, Lenegus is in grave peril.
So I can see.
It's the city's core reactor. It's damaged. Some of the basic systems we've managed to keep online, but complete restoration still away.
It's a space colony? What is
You're
Gundam?
a technician, though.
I'd rather be playing
You can
Gundam.
fix it, right?
I'd rather be playing Super Robot Wars.
What's the problem?
I might go do that.
Panic's begun to set in among the citizens.
The only reason why
Until now,
I didn't
whenever
play it,
something like
I
this
freaking
happens,
stopped
the
playing because I
Sovereign
was
would issue a decree.
reading for like an hour.
But this time, not so much as a peep.
But now I'm just sitting here
Anyone
watching
will run the
cutscenes
risk
for like
of
an hour.
riots breaking out before we can get things back up and running.
You know, I might just,
Forget the
you
Sovereign.
know, if I get bored with the Gundam game, I can just skip that junk.
What's that supposed to mean? Do you know something I don't?
Suffice it to say, the Sovereign isn't the kind of ruler we
Because
thought
most of
he
the
was.
most important stuff happens while you're actually on
That
stages
is,
playing.
if he ever even existed, which is looking doubtful at this stage.
Are you out of your mind? Why, if people knew that a lord such as yourself was whispering such blasphemy, they'd...
There's no time to explain now.
It sounds like we need to find a way to keep Lenegis from spiraling out of control.
We need to stop that riot.
But how do we do that?
Riots feed on discontent and unrest, right? So if we want to keep the peace, we just need to put people's minds at ease.
At ease? Like by letting them hear directly from someone they trust. That's it. Who's the highest-ranking person in Lenegis right now?
Lenegis wouldn't have a next in line. After all, you said the Sovereign rules over everyone directly, right?
Correct. The closest thing to an authority figure would be a lord. And the only one left is... Ah. Very well then. Avakir, you mentioned a few facilities were still online. Which ones?
Why hasn't the Sovereign said anything?
Please, won't somebody explain what's going on?
You know what's crazy?
Is it over? What's going to happen to all of us?
Heed me now, fellow Renans of Lenegis. It is I, Lord Dogalim Ilkaris.
I actually feel like I could just actually give up on this game and not feel anything.
Hold on! He should be in the crown contest! Shouldn't he? Why isn't the Sovereign talking to us?
The Sovereign is seeing to other matters right now. In my capacity as Lord, I speak to you in his stead. You're afraid, as people so often are when faced with the unknown. I hope you'll allow me to put your fears to rest. The city's core reactor has experienced a malfunction. However, we have our top engineers attending to the matter, and things will soon be back to normal. I know that you feel abandoned, perhaps more scared and alone than ever before. But I ask you all to keep one thing in mind. You are Lenegis, not the Lords and Sovereign. The solidarity of its citizens is the mortar that holds it together. If we don't allow ourselves to be distracted by our differences, if we put our hearts and minds together and stand as one, I am confident we will find new hope. I would be honored to stand with you. Not as a person of loftier rank, but as another human being among many. I hope that you'll lend me your strength, for if we can persevere as one, I know a bright tomorrow awaits.
Okay, I don't need this bright screen like this. I don't have any lights on in here.
Your
That
speech
sucks.
seems to have done the trick. Looks like the city won't be descending into chaos after all.
I only pray the relief will tide the city over for the time being.
What you said earlier, about the Sovereign possibly not even existing, was it true?
It's still too premature to say with any certainty, but I believe so. This whole time, this world we've been fed was a lie, built on nothing but falsehoods.
But it can't all have been...
I can believe it. After everything I saw in the Forbidden Zone, what they did to Faria, it's the only explanation that makes sense.
But what about hierarchy, Avakir? Authority? The very foundations of Renan society? How can we live without someone to guide us?
I'd say we found someone capable of doing just that, wouldn't you?
You? You can't be serious.
I have business I must take care of first. But once everything is over, I shall return. But not as your sovereign, nor as a leader the likes of which the people here are used to, I think.
But how else do you propose to rule?
I'm not sure yet. All I have is a feeling that here in Lenegis, a new dawn is on the verge of breaking. One in which people won't be judged by birthright or on the power of their astral arts, but on other things. More important things. Things like, oh, I don't know, musical talent, for example.
When I bumped into you after all those years, I said you were no different. But I was wrong. Truth is, you were always different.
Like,
feel
yeah, this pimping ain't easy.
Like, maybe now I can finally begin to accept Turnigan's death. To see a future.
You go finish whatever it is you've got to do. I'll hold down the fort here in Lenegis till you get back.
Thank you.
I guess
Where are they
you're
gonna
not
walk
make it
to? There's
the
no other
foreseeable
path over there.
future, huh?
Indeed. Forgive me.
The people of Elda Menancia can look after themselves just fine. It's the ones here on Lenegis who need someone to guide them. Besides, with you leading the people here, it'll help spread the idea of coexistence beyond Menancia's borders that much faster.
Sounds like you're in it for the long haul.
How could I not be, after the second chance that I've been granted? From this day forth, I shall dedicate myself to the future inhabitants of this world. Though the memories of the departed shall remain forever in my heart.
Remember, you're going to be leading the people here, not ruling them.
True enough. Whatever would I do without you, Kisara?
With or without her, I suspect you're gonna have your hands full when the time comes. We should be heading back to the ship. Business on Rena awaits.
The flip, did he just rise out of the floor? What is this emblem over here? Is that moonwalking? Can I unlock moonwalking? No, it says easier, perfect evading, and go. Oh. I was like, with the flip, I can moonwalk in this game? No. How dare you think so?
Looks like the people of Lenegis can rest easy.
How dare you want to moonwalk, sir? So I guess we're gonna have to... Let me see what this map is looking like. Because we're gonna need to go to here. Okay. Are you seriously gonna make me walk all the way back there? I was looking for a quick travel spot, but they're seriously making me walk all the way back.
Hey, you're the one who made the speech.
I think everybody can share the credit here.
Huh. Well, here we go. Time for another long walk. A long journey. Long stretch of nothing. Yeah, I don't think I'm feeling it anymore. I think this might be the last session of this game. Unless something really dope happens and changes my mind. Are we gonna have to talk to people on the way there? Probably. They're like, stop here for us. How about no? If you don't force me to do it, I'm not going to. Let's make sure I was going the right way. The game's like, you could talk to these people. Yeah, I sure could. I could be doing a lot of things right now. And yet here I am slowly running back to where I'm supposed to be. Oh, finally.
I thought we'd find answers on Lenegis, but we just ended up finding more questions.
You can say that again. And now we have more problems to fix, too. Like figuring out how to reform Lenegus.
Look at how her dang, what are those stockings, leggings?
wait for now.
I don't know what these things are called. Are those boots? I don't know. But I like how the design connects from leg to leg.
Yeah. Which is why we're going to the Renan homeworld.
Socks? I don't know. Wow.
The answers
No, those
we've been
are the
looking
boots.
for are on
Okay.
our planet. The person responsible for all this, the Red Woman.
I like the way the boots come up on the legs right there. It looks nice.
The answers have to be there. Are we prepared to finally find them?
So, what do we do first when we get there?
We know nothing about the Renan homeworld or...
I wasn't even slightly sleepy when I started this.
We should get a feel for how things are.
And what
on the
am I,
ground
20
before
minutes
we take
in?
any
I'm
serious steps.
about to fall asleep with the controller in my hand.
Possible that
Let
the
me check
first
something
thing
real
we're going
quick.
to face is an attack.
If we come across
Not
a
even
cat-
20 minutes. 16 minutes in.
What?
All right, here we go. Here we go. Something's happening. At least that woke me up a little bit. Never mind. Seems like nothing's happening. I thought something was about to happen.
Damn! The hell just happened?
Our course has been altered. The coordinates are pointing to a different destination.
What's that?
The ship's controls aren't accepting my commands. The engine is being shut down.
That's bad, right?
Quite bad. We've lost control of the ship.
Is all of this the Red Women's doing?
Are they trying to finish us off before we can land?
Everyone, look there!
You know, it'd be dope if you could like go out into space and fight. Like take Alpha and he goes some kind of super form, flies out into space and battles enemies. That'd be quite entertaining, don't you think? Not what this game's gonna do, I can feel it. I don't know why they tried to make that seem epic, like it's something that we were supposed to know about.
But that flower looks like it's absorbing all of Dana's energy.
It's like what people say about freaking masked characters. If you have a masked character and the mask is taken off and it's not somebody you know, there was no point to the mask.
Do you think the people back on Lenegus are all right?
That's what this was.
We can only
It's like,
pray
oh,
that they are.
look at this happening. It's like, okay.
Damn it!
We didn't know this thing would do that.
When is this going to end?
The Flower of Oblivion.
See, if we would have heard some junk about it, some hints earlier about some junk like that happening, they'd be like, "Oh, flip, stuff is happening."
Unfortunately, yes.
There was nothing we
Even
could do
more so
about it.
when it lay dormant.
Can you fix it?
Starships are extremely complex machines. One wrong move while we're out here in space could very well cost us our lives.
So what? We're just stuck inside here, floating around? For how long?
I don't believe this. We've made it all this way, and now we're stuck here? We're watching Dana die before our eyes, and we have no choice but to sit here and starve to death?
Law, calm down. You're not the only one who's worried here.
Right. Sorry.
It's still too early to give up. There has to be a way to get out of this.
Alphen.
Now what?
The starship, it's back online?
No, this is different. Something is pulling our ship in towards it.
Ooh, glad that's over. That beeping was getting on my nerves.
We managed to get moving, but where are we?
It looks like Lenegis in here.
Do you think we might run into more Renans here? Or those red women?
Perhaps. Someone brought us here. The question is, who?
We haven't been ambushed, so that probably means they aren't hostile. Still, why would anyone want to bring us here?
Hey, Shion!
Thank you.
If they wanted to attack us, they could have done so while we were back on the starship.
Thank you. Somebody just
should
get
see where
going
this
so we
path
can
takes
get
us.
past this junk. I know all we're gonna do is walk into another cutscene, so it is what it is, but let's try and speed up the process. Flip, I'm falling asleep. Sorry. They
Still
did
can't
it
get over
again,
what
a few
we saw
steps.
happening outside the starship.
Yeah, our planet's really not doing too hot right about now.
I've only ever seen Rena from the surface
I
of
don't care
Dana,
anymore.
so I figured it was just another round planet like ours. Still though, I never would have imagined Rena actually
I don't
looked
care
like
anymore.
that. And what's the deal with that giant flower coming out of it?
Beats me. I have absolutely no clue.
I was the only
So
person
surreal.
on the channel
Looks
left
like a
still caring
broken
about
egg
this
or
game.
something.
I don't care anymore.
Rena
I'm just
and
gonna
Dana.
stop it and play
We
something
were
else
taught that both
in its
worlds were
place.
spherical
Start up a
bodies
new game or
that
something.
floated amongst
I don't
the
know.
stars in the heavens.
This is well, I've been playing
But
Dead
to
Rising
think that
3,
they
so
lied to us
I'm
not
just
only about the sovereign and the
officially
crown
take its
contest,
place, right?
but also the form of our own planet.
Dohalim.
The problem is, unlike
Who's the
this,
wise guy that
with-
summoned us here?
Someone
whoa,
formidable
flip.
enough to bring our starship along with us.
They
Unlike
must
this
be
with
here somewhere. Let's find them.
Dead Rising 3, I'm just going around doing a bunch of fun stuff. Here I'm actually trying to get to the dang end of the freaking story, which isn't working. So let me see what they do here. Let's see what happens with this. I'm surprised. I'm surprised. I'm surprised we haven't run the old
This place looks a
gal.
lot like that room we saw
I was
back
very
in the
shocked that
Forbidden
they said she was actually dead
What's that?
and not just like somewhere hidden and locked away like old Alphen. You know?
It's one of those!
A red woman in disguise. Or is this their true form?
So it was a trap?
It doesn't look like it can move. Tell me, are you the one who brought us here?
That is correct. It is unusual for me to have unexpected guests these days.
It can talk.
What are you?
Hevrect 35.
Hevrect 35. Is that your name?
Correct.
What is this place? No, wait, before that, just what exactly are you? Are you somehow associated with the Red Women?
Before I answer, I have a question for you. How did you all arrive in this sector?
We did not come to this place by choice. Our ship was brought here against our will, by a group of red women who can shift into the same form as you.
In that case, we can assume my brethren who serve the Great Spirit have deemed you all to be a threat most grave.
What do you mean, serve? Are you saying there really is someone more powerful than the Red Women, pulling their strings?
What did you do to us?
I examined your bodies. You have not been harmed in any way. Identifiers detected. The Sovereign and Maiden are among you. However, you aren't under its control. I see why they viewed you as a danger now.
Oh goody, more riddles.
Do you think we can trust this thing?
Like it or not, it may be our best chance at a ticket out of here. Let's at least hear it out.
I shall now answer your questions. We are Hal Ganquil. The Red Women you encountered previously are a form of disguise we employ from time to time, but not our true form.
Hal Ganquil?
You are on Dake Phasal, a celestial base which drifted here by accident. The will of Rena's Great Spirit no longer reaches us here. Since my sudden separation from the Great Spirit's influence, I have used any and all means to extend my lifespan. As I have done so, I have also set out to monitor and research Rena and Dana from this position.
A question. What is this Great Spirit of which you speak? Is it something that rules over your kind?
Correct. The Great Astral Spirit is a large mass of astral energy that fills all of Rena, one with its own will, a voice we cannot refuse.
A voice? Just like Dana.
The voice of the Great Spirit speaks to our hearts directly, and we have served it without question throughout the ages.
Oh, wait.
Does that mean it was controlling your minds? Wait a second. Could this Great Spirit be the true Sovereign of Rena?
The true ruler of Rena. It could be the same thing that's controlling Volron.
Wait, back up. You're telling us this Great Spirit of yours is the one that ordered you things to harvest the astral energy from Dana? I'm not sure I believe that.
Why not? We've already made contact with the will of Dana back in the Wedge, and in the Forbidden Zone on Lennox.
I think I'm gonna play some Naruto after
If
this.
Dana has a will of its own, I don't
I had
see
to
why
find
Rena
something.
wouldn't.
Maybe not.
Something that requires me to actually play a game, you know?
If Dana has a will like Rena, then that would mean that we've been controlled by the voice of Dana this whole time, just like these things.
Dana's will hasn't been forcing us to do anything.
Yeah, but...
Let's assume that what Hevrect 35 claims is true, and that we are indeed cut off from both planets. Even if we had previously been under the control of Dana's will, we would have noticed now that we are disconnected.
Your fear is not based in logic. The voice of Dana is much smaller and quieter compared to that of Rena's Great Spirit. Rena's astral energy is amassed at its center, whereas Dana's is shared among all its constituents. So thinly is that energy spread that it cannot coalesce and formulate a will. Our findings here indicate as much.
Which explains why we felt its will where we did. The Wedge and Lennox are where so much of that energy had been accumulated.
The Great Spirit's desire is to consume all astral energy, and the pursuit of that desire is why you see Rena in its current state. As a result, it has turned its attention toward Dana.
Is that why the crown contest is necessary? So that the Great Spirit can feed off of Dana?
Indeed, and it was to that end that we Hal Ganquil devised the crown contest. Had the initial spirit channeling from 300 years ago succeeded, all of Dana's astral energy would have been seized.
But the ceremony failed. Lenegis was severely damaged, and you lost both the Sovereign and the Renis Alma.
Correct. A change in plan was required to ensure the spirit channeling's success. However, recreating the Renis Alma required a vast amount of energy. That is why we turned to Dana.
So that was the real purpose behind the crown contest. An efficient means to harvest the necessary energy from Dana.
This is all happening because of me.
Nevertheless, you still haven't answered one of Alphen's original questions. Just why have you brought us here to your base, Hevrecht 35?
First, it was to confirm the identities of you, my unexpected visitors. Second, it was to ascertain whether you would be likely to accept my request.
A request? But what could someone like you want us to...
I wish for you all to slay the Great Spirit.
I'm sorry, did you just ask us to kill your master?
I did. It is in your best interest that you do so, I might add.
What makes you say that?
Lenegis has entered the final stage of the spirit channeling plan. As we speak, Dana's energy is being harvested en masse and transmitted to Rena. If nothing is done about
This is very boring.
it will not be long before all is lost.
I think I'm just gonna cut it off.
What we saw earlier is just the beginning? That...
We won't let that happen.
Why do you want us to kill the Great Spirit so badly?
Kisara's butt is
To
still
save the
great.
world? To free you, Hal Ganquil,
It's the only
from
good
under
thing
its
from this
control?
game.
Why?
No. My primary concern is validating our findings and analysis, which have taken many years to realize. As such, it is my desire to see how your actions impact and change these systems. However, I will not deny that vengeance also plays a part.
Vengeance? For what?
In spite of our long service to the Great Spirit, our species is on the brink of extinction.
You mean... you're dying?
At this stage, it would be wise for you to talk with the others. Ask them what you need to know. Once you have your answer, return to me. If you agree to help, I shall fix your ship.
Others? Just how many of you are there?
I am the only Hal Ganquil who inhabits Dake Faisal.
Hey! Hey!
It's no use. I think it's done talking to us. Let's take a look around.
Alrighty then. Yeah, I'm stopping this here. I don't even know if I'll come back to the game. I don't know. I don't think anybody else wants to see any more of this either. So I'm just gonna go on ahead and go on about my business. And I'll do something else. Anywho, peace out and have a great day.